Hi everyone, we're back altitude scale modeling. We have some new Dspaie products here, ready to go. Now, some of these I have in stock, some of them I don't have in stock. I ordered from a supplier in Japan just to get them over here and take a look at them. Let's start with this. This is etching sanding sheet board set. And the way, sorry, we're in a new camera. The way it's spelled board is like, this set is boring. Etching sanding sheet board tabletop set. Again, the way they spelled board is like, boring. I'm bored. I'm so bored. This get it all out of here, is a stand to hold these. This is just an extra set of these. So apparently you've got to remove it from there. Where are my, there. My Tamiya PE scissors. Which is so thick, the Tamiya PE scissors don't want to work. Let's use the Zuron PE cutters. If that doesn't work, we're going to go the old-fashioned way. I don't want to bend the parts, which I did there, so we're going the old-fashioned way. Our knife, PE cutting block. I never placed it there. Mount it onto. And that is some thick PE that doesn't want to come off. All right. So it goes see, I think they just made it so you could use your super duper Dspaie PE tool. Make sure that I'm doing this right. Alright, folds up. And then it's going to fold up. And that folds up. And it looks like it folds in that way, that folds in that way, that folds down that way. Okay. And then these look like they're covered by paper. Sorry, plastic. Two sides. Look at that. They weren't even attached. So I put my there. Take my little Tammy PE benders out here because this will be easier with those. So you bend these up. Hang them like that. Or they'll slide on like that. You take your sanding sheets, you place these down, you cut around it, stick it on there, and you've got. Now it came with rubber legs for this, and then I guess if you want to, you can put those on there. Don't know why. So anyway, that from Dspaie. You can go on their website and see it. Don't bend the sanding board. It's difficult to return to the original shape. So, there, if you want to pause it and take a look, everything they have to say about it. So, there you go. Just got that in, got one in just to see what it looked like. Don't know if I'd ever use it, but some of you might. Let me clear this stuff back out of the way. So we can go on to our next new Dspaie product. That there. That back over there. This gone. This out of the way. Okay. Next, what we'll look at. They're releasing a line of paint, as you know. I haven't seen yet. They're also releasing some soft tip markers. This is one of them. This is the black one. You can see the tip on it. Oops, sorry. Still getting used to this new camera setup. So you can see the tip on it. And obviously you can use it for panel lining. These are acrylic. So, like that, fatter line. They're acrylic, so should be able to wipe them off. As long as you get to them before they dry. So you can see I wiped it off. And I filled that panel line right there. And you could use some white spirits and a Q-tip too. And they come in various colors. They're like, I don't know, the other ones I bought. Just like these. Or these have a finer tip. Right now, as far as I know, these are only available with this one tip. And I bought metallic silver. See what it looks like. Obviously it's metallic silver, so it'll be good for chipping. But it's not going to be like the Maltog chrome. And I only ordered, like I said, I ordered these from Hong Kong. So I got black, pure black, 2 metallic silvers, 1 red, both pure black. So, got those that will eventually make their way over to the country. I do not have them in stock yet. We got this. I'm torn with this. This is a glue holder. Now I have opened this and I put the rubber parts on it. Another beautiful Dspaie box. So you get this, their usual anodized red aluminum. It comes with rubber feet here and rubber feet here. Now, my thought process is you can use it like this, but this one's brand new. Okay, it still holds okay. But when it gets low, they want you to do this. But that doesn't make sense because all the glue runs down here. So, see this angle. So it's made to work at multiple angles. This angle, which is like that. And then this angle, which is more. But even at the angle like this, you can see, you can't really see, but you're gonna have when the bottles get to this level, you're not gonna be able to get any glue on there. So it would work for a while, but it won't work when your bottles go low. So I'm torn on that because this works just fine for me. This one. Or even the new Tank Craft one that I got on back order from the company. These work just fine. Or something simple. There you go. You impeded a 3D printed one, which works just fine. So, I don't know, it's nice to add to the Dspaie collection, but does anybody really need it? And is it practical? I'm going to have to think on that. Is it practical? I just don't know. So I'm going to think on that one. Get all this stuff back out of the way again. And a couple more things. Start with this one. This is a magnetic paint mixer. Now I have opened this because I wanted to try it out and put batteries in it. So it comes with this, and this is plastic, not anodized aluminum. Oops. Comes with an instruction book. It comes with this. Came on here and I stuck it on there. Oops. There. Here's your instruction book. And it comes with a micro USB cord, so you can plug this into a USB outlet, which I have one down there, and run it with power. Or, take it on the go, you can put it into AA batteries. I've just been using the batteries in my testing. And it comes with these rods. Now these rods, I will show you. And you can take them out of the paint when you're done with them. So this is AK aluminum paint. Okay. Now let's see if I can bring this over here and get you a better angle. So if you just put it on there, nothing's going to happen. It's just going to vibrate. So you throw one of these rods in there. Let's see if I can get over there and zoom in. You see it's not doing anything now, but just throw one of those rods in and thin paint. Mixes it right up. Now that works with paint you've already thinned. Okay, but let's take one of these that's got a good color that you could see. All right, AK Real Colors, you can see that needs mixed up. It is separated. Put a rod in there, turn it on. It will start doing it, but not at the same rate. You gotta let it go for a while. See, it's starting to mix. And you can throw more rods in there. But that's gonna take a while. Now, if you thinned it, let's see, I don't have any, yes I do. This is AK Real Colors thinner. You just touch it to shut it off. Put some of those in there. Because I usually thin these like, 50-50. Little Tammy's dirt stick out, maybe stuck to the bottom because the paint was so thick. Yeah, see how thick that paint was because I hadn't stirred it. Now it should start going. So you can see it works much better on thin paint. You can see how the color difference, how much is stuck to the bottom. So I should have stirred it before I thinned it. And I'm going to thin it a little more. So it is zero effective with thick paint. And they do sell bottles, or you can buy bottles to thin your paint. Because you can even, let's take this for example. I'll lay it back on here. So this is airbrush cleaner. Zoom out. Airbrush cleaner. So I can take another one of these because it'll do bigger bottles. So if I wanted to stir something like this, put it on there. You see, it's stirring it just fine. So it'll even stir bigger bottles as long as it's thin enough to let it do it. So, another one of those tools, if you're using a lot of pre-thin paint, will be wonderful. You saw how well it worked on the extreme metals. Like I said, when you're done, because I've already done this a couple of times, take a pair of your tweezers that aren't your favorite, and get it right out of there. Right off the tweezers, close my paint. And I've got, where are they? These are what I call swabs I buy by the box for cleaning things just like this. There you go. Ready to be used again. And you can buy bags of these when they're finally released. Okay. One last thing that I do think is very neat, one that I would, or I did get for myself, and I'll be selling these. This is a Dspaie rechargeable electronic grinding thing, they call it. This is not one of their fancy boxes. So you get the USB, you get the tool. There you go. Tool's rechargeable, 1 button start. It's got an overload display, 4 levels of load display, 3 blocks of power display. Okay. It's going to have a charge in it. This is it. Beautiful display. Anodized aluminum. In this box comes a charger. It comes with 1 grinding bit. So, here, built into the handle, is your Allen wrench for putting the bit in. Put the bit in, tighten it down. There you go. So, 3 speed. 1, 2, 3. It's fully charged right now out of the box. Okay. So, we got my little test plane here, the grinding wheel. Grind away. So, here's what the grinding wheel looks like. Undo that. Now, will it hold Dspaie drill bits? Oops, took the screw all the way out. It's because they're supposed to tighten 2 sides and I only tightened 1. So, loosen the one that I did tighten. So there's two tightening on each side. Take that out. Dspaie drill bits. I think they're going to be too big. They big. Make sure I get these out. Yep, those are too big. And the chuck is not removable, so you cannot use the Dspaie drill bits. Other drill bits, let's see. These are the Dremel drill bits. Some of these will fit. This one will fit. This one will fit. That one fits. Everyone except the biggest Dremel one fits. So, put that in there. Tighten down one side. Tighten down two sides. So apparently, you push it and leave it on for a while. It doesn't go to the second speed. You have to do the speed part right away. Then it turns it off. I'm drilling into really thick plastic there. So, the bigger bits apparently are going to cause it a little bit of a problem. So if we try on the smaller bits, see if it actually can go tight enough to grip it, for one thing. And that it's in there straight after we get it tightened. Okay, it's tight. And it's a little wobbly, so it's not straight. Well, that went right through. But you're gonna have to make sure it's straight. See how it's not straight? So you're gonna have to straighten it up if you're gonna use it. So the Dremel bits fit, but you're gonna have to be careful with them when you get to the smaller sizes. Do not know if they're going to release drill bits for this, if they want it to be a drill tool or just a grinding tool. But one of the things they did show on their site was you take something similar to, say, this. And where's my cutters? See, I made a mess filming this video. This might be too big. Anyway, they showed us sticking a plastic rod in there like an evergreen piece of styrene and using it as a paint mixer. Turning it on and mixing the paint that way. So, I think it's an interesting tool. I think it's got a lot of growth potential because you need to either have drill bits the right size, which are going to be expensive, or you need to have a interchangeable chuck to use your existing Dspaie drill bits. I haven't figured out what these two screws are for. I don't know if it's take the whole thing apart or what. Let's find out together. Let's loosen these. Loosen them some more. Hopefully I don't lose them. So those are out of there. Nothing's happening. Oh well. Put them back in just because they were there for a reason. Okay. So like I said, of everything I showed, this is the one I find will be the most useful. Because it's going to grind down those seam lines really good if you're careful. Okay, so prices. Let me look this up real quick. Give me just a minute. Hope I'm not boring y'all too much. Sorry, I'm typing badly. Okay. Close that, go here. Go here. Okay, so this is going to be about $40. This is about $35. This thing here is about $12, $13. Is that right? Maybe closer to 15. The markers, where are the markers? They are about $9 to $10. And apparently on their website now they have Dspaie branded super glue for non-whitening super glue and low whitening super glue gel type. So they have two types of super glue that are going to be available for around $3.50. So there's anything new on here while I'm here. And while we're talking, anything new I haven't showed you besides these things and now the non-whitening glue. Yep, soft tick markers I told you about. Let's see, pen I told you. The magnetic shaker is about $20. Okay. Had those, got those, got all this. Clamp got. Okay, page 2. Got all the cutting mats, got all the sanders. They have a Dspaie UV flashlight, which of course means they're going to be coming out with UV glue, because that's the only reason I have a UV flashlight. UV touch light, that's what it's called. It is 10 to 15 bucks. The paint, which will eventually get here, and the thinners are all on the site. This glue that I talked about, is that UV? Let me check. It doesn't say UV. It just says glue. So anyway, there you have it. They're coming out with a UV flashlight and some glue and these things. So thanks for watching. Hope this helps you make a buying decision. As usual, none of these things are required to succeed in the hobby. Take care. Just one more thing. I completely forgot. They came out, I showed these a little bit on an interview I did with Josh Rysdam and Gil. I think I showed him on his too. You know, these wonderful single-bladed nippers that we all love so much. Well, they have come out with these, which are in this box. This is a new one, so this is what the box looks like. These are PE benders, but very fine tips. So it's like, these are the Tamiya ones, which work very well. I'm not going to deny it. These are for very fine, tiny bending of PE. So let me cut some PE out here that needs some fine bending. Also going to need my X-ray specs because my vision isn't what it used to be. Oh, sorry about that. So it doesn't really matter. Just kind of seeing how these all bend. So let's just take one of these. Zoom in. I need a new sharper blade in here. There we go. And there's 3 of these, so let's just cut one off. Okay. So, this needs to be bent on the sides. I don't know how it's going to show up. Bent on the sides and then bent back. Okay. So these nippers there are just going to take that, bend it right over 90 degrees. Do the other side. That, line it up, 90 degrees. And then this one. You can put it like this right here in the center. Oops. Try not to lose it to the carpet monster. Bend it up. There you go. So, for those of you who do a lot of PE work and a lot of really fine PE work, because these blades appear to be even smaller than these blades. And they're flat. And of course, you got an adjustment screw so you don't have them, pushing too hard against each other so you break them. They're not sharpened because they're for bending tiny PE. So there you have it, and they come with their own little holder. So that is something just one more thing. And this comes in, I like the artwork on the box. And there's your little product features. All right, so once again, we say goodbye and thanks for watching, and I'm glad I remembered to show that to you, because these, I think, are very useful if you do small PE. And if these are too big, because they can be, and then there's even bigger ones that Tamiya makes. And then if you don't always need your PE bender, you've got these now. And they match. Thanks for watching. Again, still.